Hi guys, I saw this come through my Facebook feed. Schumer proposes tracking devices for autistic children, and I'll let this guy do the rest. And this is my state, or my U.S. Senator for my state of New York, Schumer. The
family is mourning the loss of their 14-year-old autistic son, who was laid to rest yesterday. Avante Akindo wandered off, never to return home. In honor of that teen, Senator Charles Schumer is backing a new proposed legislation that may prevent similar situations. Our Erica Mahoney explains.
Family, friends, and even strangers waited in the bitter cold to say goodbye to Avante. The 14-year-old wandered from his Queens high school in October. After an exhaustive search, his body was found in the East River 3 months later.
We in pain. We need your help. We need prayers too.
Senator Charles Schumer is trying to help. He's backing new proposed legislation that's named after Avante.
The program will allow funding to be used for voluntary GPS tracking devices.
Such a program crossed the mind of a local mom the first time her autistic daughter wandered off.
You panic, and you don't, panic is the big thing, but you have to, I don't know, it's just very scary.
Now her daughter Lori,
she's just a tremendous kid,
is 7 and wanders off about once every other month.
I've actually looked into the GPS tracking and that kind of thing, and even thought about putting a chip in her, because you do that with dogs, so why not? And not that I want to do that, because I think it's just wrong on a lot of levels, but when you get right down to it, it's the safety of the child.
According to Pediatrics Journal, nearly half of children with autism spectrum disorders attempt to wander off sometime after the age of 4. Schumer says the devices could be a wallet card, worn like a watch, or sewn into clothing. McNulty says she's for it. She just hopes the devices are sound.
It will be hard. So, like, if you have a bracelet or whatever that your child is supposed to wear, you have to make darn sure it's not going to come off, and that it can be, able to be submerged in water.
Her heart goes out to Avante. She followed his story. She hopes this legislation passes so Lori and the thousands of other autistic children in the nation can come home safely. Erica Mahoney, WBNG TV, Action News.
Senator Schumer is calling on the Department of Justice to create a grant for funding for these devices. McNulty hopes if the law does pass, the police agencies who would be responsible for handing these devices out work closely with their local autism support groups, and that they keep records of autistic children close at hand. McNulty says whenever she takes Lori out, she tries to take a picture of her, just in case. Because in a moment of panic, she says, it can be difficult to remember what your child is wearing. Well,
Okay guys, I'm going to post the links to this original video and to the article below in the description